In your morning news now, a state agency is now joining the search for a missing Juneau County woman. The Wisconsin Department of Criminal Investigation is now officially assisting in the search for 43-year-old Leah Stewart. According to the Juneau County Sheriff's Office, Stewart was last seen July 4th in the area of 43rd Street in the township of Lemonweir. If you have any information, call the Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. The City of Onalaska has hired a new city administrator. Rick Niemeyer of the Trempealeau County Corporation Council has accepted the job. He takes over for Eric Reinflisch, who stepped down last summer after 5 years. Niemeyer is a UW River Falls grad from Berry Mills who's lived in Wisconsin all his life. He said he's excited to take the reins.
Very excited. Onalaska has always been such a vibrant community and very welcoming. And I'm excited to get started and work with the mayor and the city council. I've always loved the city of Onalaska. Again, it's always so welcoming, clean, friendly. And so for me, it was just the perfect fit.
Niemeyer finishes up his current position with Trempealeau County on September 8th. His first day as city administrator is September 11th. With opioid use on the rise, the state of Wisconsin has secured $700 million in support of the epidemic. Over 30,000 doses of Narcan are being distributed to law enforcement agencies around the state. The purchase of Narcan was made possible through millions of dollars received from lawsuits against opioid manufacturers. Funds are distributed through state statutes, more specifically Wisconsin Act 57. The act requires 87 local government entities, including counties and municipalities, to receive 70% of the funds the state recovers, with 30% going to the Department of Health Services. According to Attorney General Josh Kaul, the River Creek Police Department will now have the tools to assist in saving someone's life.
So far, there have been 135 law enforcement agencies across the state of Wisconsin that have received Narcan through this expanded program, and that includes the Fall Creek Police Department. They've received 24 doses of Narcan.
In 2023, the Department of Health Services received $31 million. In 2024, it's expected to receive $8 million. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, opioid-involved death rates have increased by 38% since 1999. Union members at the Chippewa Falls Leinenkugel's Brewery will continue to strike following an unsuccessful meeting with the company. According to the union's business agent, the union made a proposal that was not accepted by Leinenkugel's parent company, Molson Coors. The business agent said via email that this shows how much corporate America doesn't care about its workers. Molson Coors' chief communications officer emailed a statement saying they've made competitive offers from the beginning and exceeded local market rates for similar union jobs. Molson Coors also said they are hopeful for a resolution. Wisconsin is preparing for the state fair this weekend, but before thousands of people show up at the fairgrounds, safety inspectors need to check the carnival rides multiple times. Wisconsin's Department of Safety and Professional Services had 5 inspectors on site checking them out Tuesday. It's just one layer of safety checks for the popular carnival rides. State Fair also hires an independent team to inspect the ride structure and mechanics.
Not only the mechanical, but even the seat belts, the seats. Are things in the right place? Do they look worn? Should they be replaced? The gates, making sure that those are safe so that people aren't coming on the ride or going into areas that they don't necessarily belong.
It was just last month a ride suddenly stopped at the Forest County Festival in northern Wisconsin, leaving passengers suspended upside down for more than 3 hours. Officials from the Department of Safety said they are confident in the safety of rides at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, and this morning really is the dense fog out there. Dense fog advisory till 9 a.m. Definitely take it slow out there with the fog. We're seeing it all over. So muggy conditions, a few storms today and tomorrow, but really we're going to focus on the rain that comes Saturday night through Sunday, along with the cooler temperatures. And that's plan out your day, upper 80s to low 90s, the humidity. Once again, a storm or two possible. Heat index today could be in the mid 90s, something to keep in mind of, but it will be the last day that we'll probably deal with this heat and conditions. And then we go to the 8-day forecast. Once we get to there we go. Well, the Fridays, we'll skip that. We'll go to the 8-day forecast and get to that point. It's not clicking right now for me, but otherwise, there we go.
Here we go.
The rain that we're going to look for is definitely keep in mind of. It looks to be a wet Sunday and definitely breezy, mid-70s, and then the September type temperatures kind of continue next week, which is going to be good news for the Wisconsin State Fair down there for showing animals, especially with these lower humidities, not the hot conditions, which can happen down there since I did show there several times.
I've never been.
Been there many years in a row showing cattle, and a lot of times you can get those 90s and humidity, but this definitely will be a nice period for weather down there.
All right. Well, thank you for watching News 8 Now this morning. We'll see you later back here at noon.